Hi everyone, here we are with multi-step inequalities. So, they didn't give us much room on this, did they? All right. I'll try to write small. You know, I'm not very much of a small writer here. Okay, I'm going to start out by combining my like terms because just like with solving equations, we want to simplify both sides of the inequality first. So that will be negative 3x minus 5 is less than or equal to negative 3. I'm already noticing that I have a coefficient in front of the x of a negative 3. That means later on I'm going to have to divide by negative 3, so I'm going to have to remember to flip that sign. Okay, so I'm going to start out by adding a 5. So we have negative 3x is less than or equal to 2. So I'm going to divide by negative 3, and that will give me x. Flip the sign. I almost forgot to flip the sign, even though I just got through telling you I am bad about remembering that. So flip it to make it greater than or equal to, and we have 2/3, and we have a negative, and I like to put my negative closer to the top here. All right, now when you graph this, you need to do something a little bit different because we have a fraction. So I'm going to require an extra line here. So you can say negative 2/3, but I want to know the integer, the two integers that falls in between. So let's see, this is less than 0, but it is greater than 1. Negative 1 rather. So I would like those two integers on the side of it. That way if we had a nice long number line on a test and you had to place that dot, you're showing me that you know exactly where you would place it on the number line, that you would put it between these two numbers. All right, and now we have the equal to sign, so that will be a colored in dot because it includes our negative 2/3. And it's going to be everything that's greater than, so we'll go to the right. All right, let's take a look at the next one. So this is a grouping. We can't move the 38, get rid of the 38 yet. We have to deal with the negative 2 on the bottom. So the opposite of dividing by negative 2 is going to be multiplying by negative 2. So I'm going to do that to both sides. But you need to remember, you're multiplying the whole thing by negative 2 because you think about it, you're dividing both of these by negative 2. And then to cancel dividing both of them by negative 2, you'd multiply both of them by negative 2. So we're multiplying or dividing the whole thing. So over here it has to be the whole thing too. So we've got distributive property in a moment going on over there. So we have 4x plus 38 left here is less than, and distribute that negative 2 out. We have negative 4x minus 18. All right. We are simplified on both sides. I'm going to go ahead and take my x's to my left. So I'm going to do the opposite of a negative 4 and put a positive 4 on both sides. So over here we have 8x plus 38. And on this side we are left with just negative 18. And now we're back to our two-step equation. And I'm just going to move this up right now. So we have 8x plus 38 is less than negative 18. All right, so subtract our 38 from both sides, and we have 8x is less than 6,156. Now I'm dividing by a positive 8, so the sign does not flip. And over here we have negative 5, 6, 7, 8. 56 is 7 times 8. So x will be negative 7. And since that is an integer, my number line is easy to do because I only need the one number here. So we have a 7. It is not going going to include the 7, and it's going to be anything less than 7. Okay, because remember, this is the same as this side. All right, and last one. So on this side, we're going to distribute the -1, and on this side, we're going to distribute a 2. So that will give us 13, and that will be a -2x and a +5, because a negative just flips the signs of everything, is greater than 6x minus 14. Okay, now I want to combine like terms. I see I've got some here and here that I combine. So we have -2x plus 18 is greater than 6x plus 14. I have x's on both sides, so I'm going to move them all to the left. -6x and -6x. So we have -8x plus 18 is greater than -14. All right, we're back to our two-step equation, but I am already running out of room, and I'm trying to write really small too. Switch some colors up here. Okay, so -8x plus 18 is greater than -14. All right, so subtract 18 from both sides. We have -8x is greater than a bunch of negatives, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 3. All right, and so now we're going to divide by a -8. So what does that do to our sign? It flips our sign. So change that sign right away before you forget. Okay, so we have 8 and a negative is a positive, and that will be a +4. And again, that is also an integer, so we only have to have one number on our number line. It will be an open circle because it doesn't include 4, and this is the same as this arrow, right? So we're going to color everything into the left because that's everything that's less than 4. All right, guys, hope that helped.